What have we just witnessed? What has just actually happened, guys? I can't believe what I've watched. What a match! I mean, Liverpool 4, Barcelona 0. How is that possible? I can't believe it, guys. I really cannot believe what I've just literally witnessed. I mean, how is that actually possible against a Barcelona team? Seriously. Let me put the light on. I just can't catch my breath. I don't know where it all came from, but my God, what a match. That's gotta, I mean, when we watched Man City versus Tottenham, I never thought any game would actually be any better than that. That is actually got to be the best game of football I have ever witnessed from any team. That was just something else. So I'm just going to get the chat, guys, because we need to discuss that, because I can't believe what I've just witnessed. I just can't get over what I've just... that was just... Oh my God. What have we just witnessed, guys? Seriously. What have we actually just witnessed? I can't get over it. I can't. It's the most amazing game of football I have ever seen in my entire life. You know, they say Liverpool ground, you know, it's a fortress, and God damn it, it is. In all this time of watching, you know, I mean, what a season altogether. You know, you got the Liverpool and Man City going head to head, you know, to try and win the title, and then you got, you know, a fight to try and get fourth place, and then of course, when you see Barcelona with a 3-0 advantage, I don't think anyone really believed that they could have pulled off one of the best. One of the best games of football. I just can't get over what I'm in total shock. I can't believe it. It's just one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. So guys, give me your thoughts on you know, on the game tonight, because that was just incredible. That was incredible. Seriously, that was absolutely amazing. You just can't. Wow, it really is. Wow. That's all you can say is wow. I mean, wow, what a match. I'm just in total shock, guys. I don't know about you. I mean, what are you guys thinking about it? Because it's just something else, isn't it? But let's have a quick look at the rivals, because I'm sure we've got more than enough points at the moment to keep. Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, we're plenty. We're okay. But oh my God, guys! Wow, 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 wow! Best game of football I've ever witnessed in my life. I mean, it comes close though to England when England in the World Cup. You know, I mean, that's got to be the closest. I mean, that was just unreal. Seriously, when you thought Man City and Tottenham was one of the best games, that's nothing compared to Liverpool. Nothing, absolutely nothing compared to that. I mean, oh wow, I just can't believe it. Can't. That's one special game. I'm just so glad that I'm alive to actually have witnessed something as special as that, because that was incredible. That really was incredible. So, did you guys watch the match? Because I couldn't take my eyes off it. It was just incredible. I can't believe it. A 4-0 battering over Barcelona. I mean, it's just, oh my God. How on earth did that happen? I mean, Origi played excellent. You got Ronaldo who played excellent. The whole team played amazing. I think the only player who really gave the ball away the most was Shaqiri. But that's the only player really you can say that wasn't outstanding. But he was okay, but he wasn't the most amazing player on the pitch. But my God, did they fight as a team? And this it says a lot about their character, about what the team, what it means to play with that shirt on the backs. And I'm just overwhelmed by it, because I mean, I'm not a Liverpool supporter, but I'm a Manchester United and a Sheffield Wednesday supporter. But when you see a match of that magnitude with what those players did for their club, they ran their nuts off. And it just goes to show you, you don't have to be the most talented players, but if you've got the guts and the determination and the heart to run your nuts off for the club, but to wear that shirt, the badge on the shirt, that anything is possible. So, like I say, Man United team, you should have watched tonight. You should have watched tonight, because that is how you play football. That is how you commit to a club and the team and wearing the shirt on your back. That is what you do. So I'm a little bit, embarrassed that I actually support Man United because of the way they've performed this season, because of what they've done. And then you go and watch Liverpool, who are fighting till the end to win the league, but when they're 3-0 down against Barcelona, who's absolutely destroyed the La Liga team, and then come out and absolutely destroy Barcelona, hats off to them. Absolutely hats off. You just cannot say anything wrong about Liverpool, because they've just played the best game of football I have ever seen in my life. Honest to God, hats off to them. Well done. They deserve everything. They deserve to have got through. They were the better team by far. I mean, the first leg was really, seriously, they shouldn't have lost 3-0, because that didn't really show what the game was all about. They were unlucky. They had chances themselves in the first leg. So, just desserts really. I mean, Suarez, what a wanker he was tonight. He was a right tosser, wasn't he? But Wijnaldum, those two goals, Origi, oh my God. I mean, Van Dijk, I mean, my God, what a buy that is for Liverpool. Could you imagine? I mean, I can only imagine if Manchester United could buy someone on a similar scale as, Van Dijk. Because he is one heck of a defender. He just proves his weight in gold every single game. He puts his head where it hurts. He puts his body on the line for you. The determination. They don't play for a paycheck. They play to wear the badge and the shirt on the back. And that's what football is all about. Passion, determination. Respect to the fans of having the opportunity to be a professional footballer. And then you go and watch other teams like Man United and Arsenal and Chelsea and and Tottenham. I mean, it's nothing. They've got nothing on them whatsoever. They deserve all the plaudits, and yeah, amazing. Done the SBC for Vardy. Was worth the coins played. 10 games, scored 10 goals. Brilliant, mate. Well done. But have you guys watched the Liverpool match tonight? Because honest to God, I've never seen anything like it, and I don't think we will see anything like that for a long, long time. That has got to be the best football match I've ever witnessed. Well, since the World Cup, basically, when England were in the World Cup. That was probably the best game of football I've ever witnessed. I mean, when you think about it, when Man City were playing Tottenham, the goals, it was just incredible. It was just, you never thought by any stretch of imagination that could be topped by any team. And then tonight happens. Oh my God, my mind is just blown by this. I mean, it's just incredible. You've got to applaud them. So well done, Liverpool. Well done. You deserve all the plaudits and congratulations, because they played as a team. They played as one. And, you know, like I say, if Manchester United players were watching, that's how you play for your team. That's how you play for each other. And that's how you play for your club. They played with their hearts. They played with everything they had. I have, and it was Middlesbrough coming back from 3-0 down in the quarter-final, semi-final of the UEFA Cup in 2006 to winning 4-3 in both. Wow. Nice to see you, Jamie Todd. Well done. Thanks for coming up and joining my stream, buddy. It's great to have a chat about you know, with you guys about the game and everything. It's brilliant. Plus seeing Middlesbrough 8-1 Man City. No way. Have you really? I can't remember that actually, but that just shows what, you know, your age, I suppose. Are you in your 40s or 50s or anything like that, or? Because you know, like I say, I'm in my 40s, so. Jamie Todd YouTube 81. Oh right, okay. 2009. All right, okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll look you up in that and give you a bell on there as well. While you're here, if you guys haven't subscribed and you like to subscribe to this channel and you'd like to give this a like, then you know that would be very much appreciated as well. I'll just have a quick look at you. Wow, that's good stats. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Jamie. I really appreciate you joining up, buddy. Thank you. So anyway, let's continue on this, because it just shows you, doesn't it, really? It really does show you what's possible if your team plays together as a team and not as a group of individuals. You know, it just really does show you. And I'm only 21 in July, and not me. I'm saying it's on YouTube. Just search Middlesbrough 8-1. Oh, okay, man. Oh, I see. Okay, will do, buddy. Will do. But yeah, I mean, you know, Barcelona's got to be one of the best teams in the world, you know, by far. And when you think that they've got a 3-0 advantage against Liverpool in the second leg, I don't think anybody really thought that they could have come back like that and beat them 4-0. It's just off the scale, isn't it, really? No, I support Manchester United and Sheffield Wednesday, but I'm a football supporter. A team fighting spirit of Liverpool. Exactly. Do you know what? It's a shame that every player that's a professional footballer doesn't act and respond exactly the same as Liverpool players do every single time they walk onto that pitch, because it's enthralling, it's encouraging, you know. It's what a wonderful feeling to see a football team presenting themselves in such a manner that they can go out all guns blazing, but you know, playing for each other. It's amazing. It really is amazing, and like I say, much plaudits to them. You can't say anything else. You just can't. There's nothing. No words can actually say anything against their performance. You know, it was just incredible. It really was. So anyway, let's have a look at my team. I mean, we're doing the SBCs, but like I say, I haven't got the current at the moment to do that at the moment. You know, I was doing the marquee matchups, but unfortunately I haven't got the players at the moment. I mean, if you look at this one, I need one player for this, but at the moment the Barcelona players are going for like 6k, and it's ridiculous. You play with a hype like a warrior. You can't have the best player in the world, but 11 warriors on the pitch, incredible. Exactly, you know, like I say, you know, you got like. When you look at Man United, they've got a group of individuals, but they're not playing as a team. You know, that's the difference. Who do you think will win it? Oh, it's got to be Liverpool now. They've got the best chance ever. I'm hoping that Ajax beat Tottenham, and the only reason why is because I believe that Tottenham have got the better players than Ajax, but when you look at their team, Ajax team, they play, and you know, like Liverpool do. You know, they play together. It's amazing. Straight. Who do you think? It says, "Hey mate, how they hanging?" straight as a nut. I didn't sell my Barcelona players. Like I say, I only need one Liverpool player or Barcelona player, but we've got 1 day and 18 hours to do these. On the other side of the pitch, on the other one, you have these guys, but the team rating's nowhere near, so I've got to put higher rating team players in. So I don't know who else to put in really. You got Ajax and Spurs players. I need two, or I need two. I mean, you got that one, which will go down to. So I need one player out of those. A rare Champions League player, which I don't think I got. Liverpool deserved a lot. The title, I felt so bad last year. They deserve to win the Champions League this season, most definitely. I mean, last year when they were in the final and they got knocked out by that stupid keeper. I mean, I know he was under pressure, but my God, that was it's just stupid what he did, and he just handed the Champions League to Real Madrid. And of course, what Ramos did as well against Salah, he deliberately injured the player. You know, and like I say, that just shows you the character of the team to come back as well and to show what they're all about. It's incredible. And like I say, it's just fair play to them. Fair play to them. So we've got 65. I mean, we could do that. So that's that. I just need a Spurs or an Ajax player and the team rating to go up. Really. You're the first United supporter I know that does not hate on Liverpool. Respect. Cheers, man. Thank you. Cheers, Macho. I mean, I'm a football supporter. By hand on heart, I'm a football supporter, and you know, like I say, when you're a football supporter, it doesn't matter what team you support personally to yourself. You know, you've got to hold your hands up and say well done to to Liverpool, to Man City, of going all that way to the distance, and to Liverpool as well winning the Champions League. What they've done this year, those two teams, is absolutely incredible. They've gone game by game by game by game, you know, and they've been like, Liverpool's been above City, then the SWAT round, and they keep doing it and doing it. Every team in the Premiership should be looking at those players and looking at those teams and what they're achieving and how they're achieving it, because it's embarrassing that I say that I'm a Manchester United supporter, because yes I am, but it's embarrassing because you've got a group of individuals just running round ragged not playing for each other. They're more interested in who's earning more money than one, than the other, than actually concentrating on what's important is playing the game. And like I say, you can't deny what those set of players and those two teams have done this season. It's incredible. It really is probably the most amazing season and the closest season I've ever seen for a long, long time. You got two teams trying to compete to win the title. You had four teams to try and grab fourth spot. So everything's just been so tight, with like the top, the top 6th and 7th, 7 teams in the Premiership. It's been so close, and like I say, I'm a football supporter. Hand on heart, I'm a football supporter. But doesn't matter whether you support a different team to what I do. You have to hold your hands up and say well done to those teams. Absolutely, you can't. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, without a shadow of doubt, they do deserve to win the Champions League title. What Klopp has done with that team and that club is transformed it. From the day one, you've seen the passion of that, what that manager has, and it just travels straight through the whole team and through the whole stadium. Running on the pitch of when I know managers are not supposed to do it, but it was like a natural instinct of him to run up to the players when they were in the derby against Everton and they scored that late goal. Origi scored the most funniest goal ever. To go ahead and actually win that game, but you've seen the passion from him. It runs from the manager all the way through, and you've got to say that every manager should be watching how Klopp is going about, and Pep Guardiola as well. Don't deny Pep Guardiola what he's achieved as well, but the way they present themselves. They're not disrespectful to other managers. They're not disrespectful to the players. If they have an actual problem with any of the players, they keep it indoors. They don't, mouth off in front of the press and trying to make their players look as small as possible and try and downgrade them. And, they give them a bollocking inside the changing rooms, fair dues, because that's where it's supposed to be. But apart from that, you see Klopp putting his arms around the players and congratulating, even when they lose or they draw. They say, well, it gives them encouragement, saying, well done, and come on, you can do it next time, you can play better next time. It gives them the encouragement. You've got to say, amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm going to sleep, mate. Got to go to work. Subscribed to you. Have a nice stream. Thanks very much, Michael O. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you subscribing, buddy. Thank you so much. Right, we're going to try and complete this, I think. Basically, all we need to do is hire the, hire the rating of the team. Really, we're only like three off. I don't know if I can actually put anyone else in. Let's have a look. That'll go down to. Oh, that won't. Yeah, that'll go down too low. I wonder if I can. Let's have a look. Okay, League, Eurovision. I don't know if I'm able to. See who I've got. Who have I got? Oh, well, I'm not definitely not putting them in. Let's see. See, that'll drop, yeah, to 79. But I suppose I could alter it with format. I mean, you got him over there. Will that alter? No. What about this guy? Oh, that'll go up to 88 now, and I'll put him in. Striker, let's have a look for strikers. Who can we put in for strikers? Yeah, I know it was, mate. I watched every inch of that game. I just couldn't take my eyes off it. It was incredible. Probably one of the most amazing game. It's probably the most amazing games I've ever witnessed in my life, and that's hand on heart. That is. Honest to God, it was just incredible. I'm in shock. I really am in shock. Total shock. It's just really so incredible. Right, we've got any tradables? No. Who we got? Who can we put in? Position striker. Let's have a look, see if we've got any strikers. I'm struggling for players in this one, really. Don't do the SBC, it's not worth it. Isn't it worth it? What do you get out of it then? I've only put in players in which I've got. I'm not buying any, but just seeing if I can do it. I don't think I can, but you know. I'm not putting Vardy in. I've only just got him. I went to 78. Oh my god. We are Liverpool. Tra la 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 la. Hey, what game! What an absolute fantastic game! I bet you're over the moon, mate. Because I mean, I'm over the moon for them. You know, I'm over the moon because I'm a football supporter, and you just got to say congratulations and brilliant. Hello, Alice. Hi, sweet. I made 100k off the Liverpool and Barca players. Wow, that's pretty decent. I ain't got that many though. That's the thing, to make that many coins, I'm afraid. So I need either another Ajax player or Spurs, but I don't think I've got any. I'll have to wait, I suppose, till I get to my 70k. But we've got a day and 18 hours to go anyway. No way. Wow. Alice, did Thomas watch the football match, Barcelona and Liverpool tonight? I just can't believe what I watched tonight. It was just an amazing game. Probably the best, honestly, the best game of football I've ever witnessed in my life. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'll just have a look, see if he's online. He's online. There he is online. See if I can invite him to a game. Just fancy playing. Just going to send him an invite. So how are you guys doing? Are you all okay? Are you all having a great evening? I'm just having the best evening. I mean, watching that game was just topped my evening off by miles. Absolutely amazing game. I just can't believe how good that game was. To come back from 3-0 down and beat them 4-0. I mean, beat Barcelona 4-0. 4-0. Absolutely off the planet, just off the scale. It's just incredible. I was just seeing if he was on, but I don't think he is. He might be doing something else. Oh well. Let's have an online single match, I think. Let's see if we can get home match. I'll probably get battered now because probably will. Well, it is embarrassing to be fair, you know, for United fans. You can actually understand why Man United are, you know, embarrassed. Really, it is embarrassing. It really is embarrassing to actually acknowledge that you are a Man United supporter. And you know, I am a Man United supporter, but I'm a football supporter. You know, I support the game. I enjoy watching the game, and when you witness great games like that, it's just something else, isn't it? Really, it really is something else. It's just amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, I mean, it's I'm just in total shock with it all, to be fair. I just wish Manchester United would realise that this is how you have to be in a football match. You know, you have to fight for each other, and you know, play with the passion and decency of wearing a shirt. That being a professional, you know, they shouldn't be worried about how many pound coins they get in the you know, in the pocket. It should be how you present yourself on the pitch, fighting for your team that you not only you play for, but you know, the fans of what they support, because you're playing for them, you represent them. And when you see Man United players who can't beat the bottom of the league, it's just embarrassing. Not even run about or try and, you know, tackle or just walk around the pitch. It's embarrassing.
We are looking at one of the great goals.
You know, and that's coming from a Man United supporter.
199 goals.
And if he does, I think we'll see quite some celebration.
Well, Van Dijk will go on because he's just been immense in it this season.
Eriksen. Now with Mane.
I just wish that you know, FIFA would actually play similar to you know, Liverpool.
A target that they can find.
I wish the players would react the same way.
Here's Socrates.
Excuse me.
With Zanetti now. Here's Socrates.
Oh.
Outstanding save. No wonder he's getting a standing ovation for that.
And that'll be a corner.
Oh right, okay. You know, because I've been playing FIFA 18, I keep pressing the wrong button. I keep pressing different buttons. Oh.
Here's the shot.
Oh! Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Oh my God, what a goal!
We were here to witness it.
Oh my God, Mane. Now, it just goes to show you, you know, he's a normal gold card, but my God, he's better than the 90 rated. I played with the 90 rated and it is shit. But the 86 one, the 86 one is brilliant. He really is such a great card. I think he's so underrated, that card, that 86. It really is so underrated.
And Crespo making a run.
Here we go, kick off goal.
Chance to put it in the box from here.
Lucas is in the middle.
Go on, keeper. Well done, keeper.
Across to the keeper.
Well done. Great play. Spread the ball wide. Well done.
Here's Socrates. Christian Eriksen. They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous.
It's Socrates. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking.
Oh, nearly through. Oh shit, where's between us?
Quick-witted, quick in his movement too to intercept there. Valencia. Socrates.
Whoa, lag.
Christian Eriksen.
James Vardy is playing, but I don't know what he's doing. He ain't really showed up for me yet.
Lucas. Christian Eriksen. Now Socrates. Sadio Mane. Barcalona.
Oh!
What a touch by the
If you only
defender.
got a touch.
So quick to get into position, to get his body in the way.
Now it's Campbell. Socrates. Valencia. Well, this could be dangerous in a wide position.
Oh, Vardy, man.
With a chance like that to play.
Well, that's when a manager wants to see a ruthlessness about his strikers.
Well, he's had his chance. He's had a chance then. That was probably his best chance to show me what he was all about. He has scored a good goal for me though. To be fair, he has played. He has played a good game, but we'll see how it goes.
Christian Eriksen.
Wow, lad.
Oh, chance. Well, that could be the insurance goal here.
2-0. Boom. I think he's going to quit actually. All over him. 2-0. Boom. Hey, race quitter. AG. So you see 7.8 for Vardy. He didn't have the best, well, I wouldn't say the best game, but he didn't produce much. Let's have a look at his bench, that guy's bench. He's got Felipe Anderson, Rivaldo, Blanc, Roberto Carlos, David Luiz, Mane. I mean, I don't know what rating those players are on. You know, he's got Aspas as well. I don't know why he didn't play them, whether he was trying to get the shield on those two players, like for the SBC. He might be doing that, I don't know. Well, I had his 86, and I thought he did play okay. He wasn't the best. I mean, I totally agree that his gold card, the 82, is probably the best one I've had. And I've still got him as well. I've still got him, but I'm not going to get rid of the 88 one though. There's just no point getting rid of him after I've just swapped the 86 for the 88. So, you know. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't show great strength of what FIFA are doing to the players. Although he's got all these great stats on him, they're not actually acting of what the stats have been given to the players. It's a bit like all the others. I mean, if you go, I mean, he's got high height, so his work rate's incredible. And you look at the actual stats on him, he looks absolutely amazing. Well, to be fair, I'm not really that bothered about Team of the Season. I really am not bothered about it. I mean, this FIFA really is probably one of the worst FIFAs I've ever played. That's due to the fact because of the amount of cheating that's been involved in it, and the amount of people using all these the glitches, no loss glitches, and it's just been horrendous. It's just way overboard with people, taking a win too far. Like it's like a win at all cost attitude. He's only played a few games for me. He hasn't played that many games, and I've got to give him a chance. He's only played 3 games, and he's scored four goals. Okay, so to me that's not a bad average. He's played 3 games and he's scored 4. So to me that's a decent average of goals. So like I say, I mean, if you go to Barcalona, he's played 742 and he scored 320 goals. You know, but he is amazing. It really is. If you let's have a look at Mane. He's played 1,201, but he scored 200. But you know, I don't use him to score all the goals. You know, I use him to be a provider. Let's have a look at Zola. You know, he's played 1,619 and he's a midfielder, and he scored 451 goals for me. Lozano card. He's played 591. He's scored 69, but I don't play him all the time. You know, he's a defending midfielder, but he scored 59 goals for me. I know, like 1,338 games for me, but he's not an out-and-out striker. You know, he doesn't score all the goals for me. Oh, right, okay. Well, I had the 88 rated one. I did have the 88 rated one, and I did try him, and for all it's worth, I didn't think, I really didn't feel like he weren't showing enough on the pitch. He wasn't giving it his all, you know. You hardly seen him on the pitch, and when his shooting ability was shocking, and that's what put me off. I had another icon, which was a left midfielder. He was good. He did score goals for me, but he didn't score on a frequent basis. You know, it wasn't. I don't know. He turned up when he wanted to, basically. This guy, let's have a look. He's played 61, scored 7. So I have 88 best for now. He plays awesome striker, but alone. Oh, right, okay. Striker 4-3-3. Oh, that's your formation, okay. Well, I've played different formations, and I just keep coming back to the 4-4-2. It just feels better for me. I suppose it's because of the way I play. I play probably a lot different to what you guys do. I don't do skills or tricks or flicks and all that palaver. I don't believe it should be introduced to an extent of what it is already. You know, I believe that they shouldn't have as many skills availability, because some players just prefer to be skillers. But if you look at the game itself, it's supposed to be based on real life game, on the actual sport. And if you watch, as you do on a regular basis, every football match around the world, you don't see 11 skillers on the pitch. You don't see 11 players flicking the ball up, spinning around half a dozen times, and it's just you know, the odd one, probably one or probably two at the most, that you get in a team that, you know, those two players would actually do skills for that team. That, you know, not 11 players, and it's just gone way overboard with skills. It's just too much. So anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a look on see where we are. I haven't accepted to play Foot Champs this weekend yet, because I don't know whether I feel I want to. Yes, I could get a couple of packs, but is it really worth going through the hassle? Is it really worth it? You know, I enjoyed doing the rivals, although it's shit at times, but it's less stressful as well, to play the rivals than it is for the Foot Champs. Especially what happened the weekend. You know, the weekend was just ridiculous. I mean, the server was off like 9 or 10 hours, and no one could actually play anything. And then in the end, like, they gave gave everybody 2,000 points, you know, back. So I mean, that is a, you know, how much did Vardy cost you? Joe Nash says. At the time I had 170 odd K, so you know it cost me a fair bit, but I didn't have the players, not all of them anyway. I don't think it will be. I don't think so. It'll just be the same. I mean, if you look at the last year's team of the season, they didn't have a player pick for the team of the season at all. It was just basically a player pick that you got from doing foot champs. You didn't have rivals or nothing like that at all. You just had the foot champs. You had the divisions, and you know that was it. It's easier now to get coins, you know, and packs this year. It's a lot easier, but I think what lets them down is that the servers are shocking. The gameplay on the game in itself is shocking. They need to give the advantage to the defenders. So like the defenders have got more chance of heading the ball away from, instead of like doing all these sweaty corners. I mean, you know, the goalkeepers are shit. They need to improve on that, and they need to improve on giving the ability for tall defenders to head the ball away. But it doesn't seem to be happening in that way. It seems to be like you're crossing the ball and everything's giving an advantage to the attackers. If you look at like lower rated players as well, you strongly see that the lower rated players seem to react better than the higher rated, the informs, which don't really make any sense to me. When you put all the effort in building an amazing team that you can be proud of and feel confident of going into tournaments and that, and then you come across like somebody who's got such a weak team, where those players like got such low ratings can actually outpace and out tackle and out jump and so forth, you know, act a lot better. It is totally wrong. It's like totally backwards. It should be the other way around. If you've got a 90 rated player with like 98 pace and 98 shooting, sprint speed, acceleration and so forth, and then you come up against a player who's like rated at what 82, who's got like pace of 70 or 80, and then you got shooting at 77. I mean, there's been actual occurrence, you know, situations where those players are keeping up with you, you know, the high rated players, and the shooting ability's just off the scale. I don't understand the logic of that. Why are they putting ratings and you know onto players? Why are they putting the stats so high on these top rated players when really they don't make any difference? Wow, you got 120 packs saved for team of the season. That's impressive, buddy. Well done, buddy. Well done to you. So, like I say, it is shocking, and that's the reason why I've really fell out with this year's game, because there's just so much unrealism, so much bullshit that they've implemented into the game, and I find it shocking that we spent all this time and effort building teams up where the lower rated players seem to be playing better than what the higher rated players do. I don't understand the logic. I don't understand. How is that possible? It's like having Linford Christie running against you, John Terry, you know, and John Terry is like out sprinting and Usain Bolt. I'm baffled by the way they've structured this. So that's the reason why I don't understand, and that's the reason why I fell out with the game completely. I didn't do foot champs last weekend. I was so relieved not to do it. I felt okay not to play it. And for me, I'm a football person. I love FIFA. But this year's game is just, I don't know, I just have no sense of achievement of playing it. I don't feel satisfied of playing the game at all because of the way that the game's been structured. You know, you got all these people with all these different ideas of glitches and knocking people offline just to get the wins and cheating. I mean, if you must have come across it a numerous amount of times where it's 0-0, okay, and it's like what 70 minutes gone or 60 minutes, and they've quit, but you don't get the points for them quitting. You just get a draw, you get a 0-0, no points, nothing to go forth, and for me that's wrong, because if you quit, you get a loss, and you know you get deducted points. But they do it, they get away with it, so I don't understand. It's going to be interesting to see how EA deal with the SBCs. Hope they are not crazy prizes. Hope everyone gets a fair chance so everyone can have fun and enjoy Team of the Season. Most definitely, you know, I can't agree. I totally agree with what you're saying. And the other argument which I have with this game this year is that there's too many different colourful, ridiculous cards in the game as it is. I mean, if you look into, like, you got the Mo Salah, right? Let's look on the transfer market here. I'm going to prove a point. You go like, so I'll put left back Premier League and then do this. See if he's here. I'm sure he's here somewhere. Where is he? Let's put Liverpool. You know, I've never seen anything so ridiculous. How can you make a striker into a left back? It is most definitely out of control. It's just totally ridiculous now. It is shocking. You got that Ibrahimovic card, who's basically been made into a centre back, who's actually a striker. You know, and people are using him as a centre back, and he's 6'6". 6'6". You can't out jump him. He's too powerful in every area of the game. You know, he's just way over. He's just been boosted too much. It's just ridiculous. You know, and then you've got the Real Madrid. Let's go to Real Madrid. Okay, let's go to Real Madrid to find him. Where is he? The left back has been made into a right midfielder. I mean, what is all that about? Do you know what? Nothing would surprise me one bit, but that is ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. You know, you might as well go and get a goalkeeper and make him into a striker. Seriously, it's just gone way overboard. The amount of ridiculous cards and bullshit that they've done this year, it really is ridiculous. And they need to cut back, because you don't need so many ridiculous different cards in the game to make a football game. You know, somebody might be struggling to actually play the game, or somebody might be struggling to have money to put on the game to start off with, to, you know, give them the advantage of building a team, getting players into the club. And then you come across people who've like got shitloads of money, who don't play the game but just buy packs after packs after packs, you know, FIFA points after FIFA points, and just bombard it and just take the piss with it, really. You know, and I play a lot of games, as you can see by the amount of games I've played already. That I come across people who you're all over them in the first half, and then in the second half it's a totally different player, and I find that more annoying than just having more players, you know, like more ridiculous players in the game. I find that more annoying, because it's cheating someone, it's cheating another person to try and get the win, because that person who you started playing against in the first place can't beat you and do it themselves. You know, it's all different manner of things. I played a game earlier with a team that had a goalkeeper as a striker and he was hitting screamers. It's really embarrassing to think that we spent all this time and effort on building a team and then to bring out all these ridiculous cards. And for me, that's not FIFA. And having all these, you know, these different skills in the game is just way too much. I don't use any, and it shouldn't have that many. Yes, I have a couple of things where, you know, you can do the pirouette, or, you know, or you can flick it up to pass it or back heel it, which is the natural thing in a game. But for somebody to keep bouncing the ball on the floor with one foot and flicking it left, right, and, you know, and every single player doing the same thing. It's not a natural game. It's not natural. And this game is supposed to be based on realism, on the actual game itself. And I keep going on about it, but it's true. It's supposed to be. That's the reason why they've got kits. That's the reason why they've got the stadiums. That's the reason why they do all the graphics of the players and the way they react. You know, that's the reason why you know, you've got all the different things that you can get for your team. So for me, they need to, like, just wind it down a couple of notches. Take some of the skills out of the game. You don't need to win matches by having 11 players who can spin round half a dozen times with their legs in the air and do handstands. You know, it's just shocking and embarrassing to think that one person needs to be able to spin a player around, or 11 players around in a circle and bounce the ball around, you know, doing flicks and do overhead kicks from one goal line to the other, you know. Because basically you might as well just be able to pick the ball up, put it under your shirt and run with it, and then look round and grab the ball and throw it into the net. It's not FIFA anymore. It really isn't. If they wanted to implement a game where it's just for skillers, why don't they do like a five-side game? Why don't they do just a game where skiller can just go to skill-based play, and then the normal players who just want to play the game on a fair competitive area. That way the skillers can go and do the skills and the players can play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And then everyone's on an even basis and on an even keel, and there can't be any arguments then. But it's never going to be like that, because, you know, for everyone who keeps putting money into the game and keep plonking money in, EA won't do anything about it. Why does it say a foot founder? Did you put that there? No, I'm a foot founder, and basically the reason why I'm a foot founder is because I've played every single FIFA Ultimate Team since it came out from the very first. I've played Ultimate Team from 2009. 2009. You know, I've seen all the differences, all the what they've created through all the years. And hand on heart, right, this is me being honest, 2009, the first Ultimate Team, was the best Ultimate Team they ever created. Yes, the graphics wasn't the most amazing, but the gameplay and the structure of the game was absolutely amazing. When if you had a gold player, right, I'm going to tell you something now. If you had a gold player and he was running against a silver player or a bronze player, that gold player would react to the stats that have been given. He would piss all over the silver and bronze players. It was as simple as that. Alright, well, I've had the same account since 2009. I've had the same account. I've never had any other accounts. I've had one account, this one, and I've seen all the differences, all the changes that have been implemented in every single Ultimate Team, every single FIFA, and 2009 was the best one ever. The way it was created, the way it was structured, it was brilliant because it was an add-on to the game. Originally, it wasn't, it was a test to see how it was going to be in the game. It was just a test, and it got that popular that they, that's the reason why they kept it going, because they found a actual game mode where people enjoyed it. Oh, okay, cool. Excellent. So yeah, for me, 2009 was the best one, and I totally enjoyed that more than any FIFA that I've had and played and gone through. I don't believe that Foot Champs should be, it shouldn't be allowed to be on here. I think if you wanted to be the best FIFA player, I think to have it fair, I think should have just used normal teams, like the online, just like the online version, so you could be Barcelona or Tottenham or Real Madrid or Everton or Liverpool or whoever you wanted to be. That mode there is a fair mode because everybody could pick, the same teams or the same players. Everything's the same. There's no boosts on the players. Everyone was exactly the same, and that's how it should be, really. But there's no level playing field because everybody wants to take the piss and screw people over just to get the wins. And I honestly think that, there's two reasons why I think that last weekend was cancelled, because either they caught people cheating, which I find acceptable, and on the other hand, I think that EA got hacked. So there's only those two versions that really stand out to me. That's the main reason why the servers went down. They should have different groups. Depends on your team. I don't think it depends on what players you have in your team. I believe that we shouldn't have Ultimate Team to go against each other to play online. I think to be the best, to reach the finals, I think they should use the normal teams where everybody's head to head, where everybody's on an even keel. And no one can use boost cards or have these ridiculous overpowered cards. Everybody can be the same level playing field, and I think they should go back to that, because that's how it used to be before they'd done Foot Champs and stuff like that. You used to actually just use normal teams. So, like I say, I mean, you could have the best, best players on the game, and for me, they don't react to what the stats have been given by any stretch. They certainly don't, and it is embarrassing, really, that you spend all this time and effort building a team like this, and you come across a normal gold team where they've got such shit stats, but they're able to outpace you and outjump you, and it's totally backwards for me. There's no actual level playing field at all. It's all about who can spin the player around the most, who can flick the ball up in the air, and who can cheat another person. That's basically what this FIFA's all about this year, and I'm embarrassed that I've actually put the time and effort in to build a team, because that's how bad I feel about the game. I have no sense of achievement or encouragement of this game whatsoever, but I still play it because I enjoy the sport. I enjoy football. So anyway, if you guys have any questions for me, then please, please say, please ask me any questions what you want. And if you'd like to subscribe, if you haven't done already, then please do. If you'd like to give this channel a like, because that would be very much appreciated as well. Because like I say, it's a small channel. It's growing gradually. It's a small channel, but like I say, any support is very much appreciated. It really is. And having people like yourselves in this channel, discussing different matters, discussing different things about how the game should be improved and what's wrong with the game, it's encouraging because we can discuss different matters. And no one's having a go at each other, no one's being nasty or having a massive argument, falling out. It's just basically on a fair level where everybody's discussing different options. Yes, I totally agree, the SBCs are way too expensive to what you need to do to get different players like the R9 or like a Rivaldo, all these amazing players, icons. There should be like, here's the thing, on FIFA 18, like the World Cup mode, you have to have there's a thing there where you can put an 83 rated team in to get an icon. And I believe that they should have implemented that as well, because that was brilliant for the World Cup. That was brilliant. I was able to get all the icons, and it was such an easy way to do that. But it was such a fun way of doing it, because you weren't sure which icon you was going to get, and if you got the same icon, you had a duplicate of icons, you could put them into the SBC and redo them. And I think that's another idea what they could actually do and put into the game, because it makes it more fun and enjoyable. So you're excited to see who you're going to get in that SBC. You don't need to put informs and all that rubbish. It's just basically an 83 rated team. You can go and try and get an icon which you really want to get, and that should be in every single FIFA if they're having icons in the game mode that they're putting. So it makes it easier and makes it more fair for everybody to get these icons. And it's not as expensive either to do. So really they should have done that, because FIFA 18 is a lot smoother gameplay. The way they've implemented that option of putting an 83 team in to get the icons is brilliant. It really is. I have so much fun playing FIFA 18, the World Cup. I really do. I know I've got the best team on there, but that's because I've worked my ass off to do the SBC, and it was brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's so great to play it, and I can't say anything on this game. I can't say anything about anything good about this game. It's all money, grabbing. It's all how many people can cheat each other. There's nothing great or good about it. Who can screw somebody over the most? Who can cheat? Who can do all the bad things to get a win? And for me, that's not FIFA at all. That is not FIFA. It's an embarrassment to say it's called FIFA. It's called who can pull the ladder up, ladder from under you and screw you and take the piss. It really is. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this stream. I really do, and I tell you what, you've all been brilliant. I really am so grateful to have you all joining up into my stream. But I'm going to call it a night now, guys. I've got to be up tomorrow, but I really do thank you from the bottom of my heart. Amazing game tonight. Fantastic for Liverpool. What an amazing achievement. 3-0 down, beat Barcelona 4-0. One of the most amazing games I will ever witness. Yes, yeah, that's another thing. The crossing's just overpowered now. Corners overpowered. It's all sweaty corners, near post corner headers, and it's just shocking. It really is. There's no realism in the game whatsoever. You can have a 6'6" defender, and a 4-foot attacker can out jump a 6'6" defender through a crossing and head it into the near post. It's just not normal. It's like having Michael Owen jump up against Van Dijk, and Michael Owen can header the ball away from Van Dijk every single time. Doesn't happen, does it? So anyway, guys, I wish you all the very best. I hope you have a good evening, and whatever you're doing tomorrow, have a great day. We will be back tomorrow at some point. We will have a look at the team of the week, see what's in that. Hopefully there's someone decent. But anyway, guys, thank you so much, and have a good evening, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye for now. Bye, guys. Take it easy.